Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll talk about some of the morning rituals you can do to improve your mental focus at the start of your morning, setting you up to have a productive, successful day with more energy than you have ever had. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Jamie Tan at Enlightened Spoon. On this channel, you'll get nutrition, fitness and lifestyle tips to help bring some calm into your busy life just like today's. And other times you'll get yoga and meditation videos. It's all the mind, body, soul moments you can include into your life to help you stress less yet accomplish more. So hit that like button and consider subscribing if you want more like this. What do your mornings look like? Are you rushing out the door, screaming at the kids to hurry up? Or if you don't have kids, maybe it's a constant rush to not be late for your first appointment of the day. Perhaps on a number of occasions you might have thought, I've got to get better at this. Or maybe you just haven't given it much thought. The thing is, how you set yourself up at the start of your day really sets the tone for how the rest of your day will flow. And there's been so much interest and emphasis on the morning routines of highly successful people, from Benjamin Franklin all the way through to Steve Jobs, because of this. What's the big deal with mornings anyway? If you think about it, at the start of the day, your mind is quiet. There's been less stimulation and distractions, and you're able to tap into that often more intuitive side of you. When your mind is quiet and the world around you is quiet, sitting and tuning into what is present can often lead to huge personal insights. Tim Ferriss, author of The 4-Hour Workweek, has spent a large part of his time interviewing high performers at the top of their game, from billionaires, athletes, writers, poker players, Bitcoin and blockchain experts, and everyone in between on his podcast. And he's even written 2 books about it, Tools of Titans and Tribe of Mentors. They highlight what these successful people did to achieve their success, and some major themes emerged. And as you can probably already guess, the first 60 to 90 minutes of every day was spent intentionally. While the path to success has no structure to it, the lifestyles and habits that lead to success often have these similarities. Successful people who are productive and stay energized often engage in some kind of mental focus activity, which often gets worked into their morning routines. Meditation, a gratitude practice of some kind, whether that's prayer or reflection time, journaling, keeping lists, and exercise of some kind. I'll put a link to Tim Ferriss's video where he talks about some of these morning routines in the description below. What's my personal experience with this? Over the years, I've been adapting a variety of these practices, and it's what's helped me maintain a full-time job as an executive producer in advertising, shooting commercials with celebrities and professional athletes, working at a very high intense level, as well as having my own wellness coaching business and teaching yoga and meditation on the side too. I have found that the busier my days get, the more sticking to my morning rituals of meditation and some kind of movement practice, whether that's yoga, kettlebell training, Pilates or barre, and more recently adding journaling to this, has really helped me stay mentally focused to deal with the variety of demands and challenges being on a mega commercial production brings with it. In fact, I think without any of my meditation or movement practices, I would probably be a lot more neurotic and stressed out than I already am. It's really the grounding factor in my life. So, how do you create your own morning ritual for success and productivity? Let's turn to Hal Elrod's The Miracle Morning for some ideas. It's a great book, and I'll summarize the points for you here and how I've adapted some of his points to my life. Number 1, silence. Start every morning with a period of purposeful silence of at least 5 minutes. Give your mind and body that time to start up. So rather than reaching over and grabbing the phone and bombarding your mind with distractions, simply just sit and lay in bed in silence. Number 2, affirmations. Repeat a positive sentence or phrase of everything you want to embody, keeping it in the present tense. And repeat this like a mantra every morning. I like starting this off with a gratitude practice, as I find starting from a place of appreciation really helps to bring me into a place of openness, and when you're open and more receptive, it's a lot easier to believe and embody all of the affirmations that you repeat. So very simply, start with 3 things you are grateful for in your life right now, in this present moment. If 3 is too much for you to manage, just one thing then that you're grateful for. And find a different thing to be grateful for every day so that you don't just go into autopilot mode with this. Number 3, visualization. Imagine what you want to achieve and mentally rehearse what you'll need to do to achieve it. Sometimes it doesn't need to be a thing that you want to achieve. It could simply be a feeling you want to embody or a quality you want to enhance in your life. For example, joy. And visualizing, sensing that feeling state of joy and happiness and what that feels like in the body. Sometimes instead of visualizing, which can sometimes be about projecting into the future, and there's nothing wrong with that. We need different tools and techniques for different times. Sometimes instead of that, I simply sit and be present with what is here. A meditation practice. So instead of visualizing, I sit and meditate, especially when there's a lot going on and the mind is really full. Simply noticing what is arising in the mind and feeling what body sensations might also be arising because of it. For example, a tightness around the chest or an openness around the throat. And that simple act of witnessing what is present is oftentimes enough for it to shift into something else. If you'd like to meditate along with me, you can check out this playlist with a series of live stream meditations I did. And hey, if you're getting some ideas so far on what you might like to include into your morning rituals, hit that like button and let me know in the comments below. Number 4, exercise. This can be very gentle movements to slowly wake the body up. Check my previous video here for a gentle wake up and stretch yoga you can do as you are rolling out of bed. Or stay tuned for my next couple of videos for a more dynamic strength and resistance training, as well as a morning yoga flow. Number 5, reading. Learn from the experts and model successful people who have already achieved what you want. If you feel like you have no time to read, simply set aside 5 or 10 minutes every morning after your 5 to 10 minutes of silence and contemplation to read. It's as simple as that. Number 6, writing. You can also call this journaling. And what do you journal about? It could simply be reflections on the silence, affirmations, visualizations, or meditations that you've just done. Or it could also be a brain dump of anything that's coming up for you. You could do it morning pages style, and I'll put a link in the description below to morning pages where it's a free flow stream of consciousness style of simply vomiting words onto a page. Whatever thoughts, anxieties, feelings, frustrations, fears, dreams, even the banal, boring, what the F am I supposed to write on this page? All of those thoughts can go onto that page. Often the simple act of starting with just a chicken scrawl sentence or two of thoughts that seem to have no meaning can often kickstart that bigger brain dump. Some days they'll lead to insights, and some days you've just had a brain dump. Either way, it's all good. These are all ideas for you as a starting point. You can do all of them in succession, or pick and choose the 1 or 2 you'd like to start with first. So perhaps go to bed half an hour earlier tonight so you can wake up half an hour earlier tomorrow morning to spend a bit of time on your morning rituals for mental focus. It might feel like a mission initially, but aren't most things when you're new to them and trying to figure it out? You might suck at it for a little bit before it clicks, but just keep going and trust in the process. For more morning rituals on how to stop waking up tired, you might like to watch this previous video for the things you can do in bed as you are waking up. They're little hacks you can incorporate into your morning routine before you work on the mental focus activities we just talked about in this video. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll be collaborating with a personal trainer to give you the strength and resistance trainings you can also incorporate to level up your mornings. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more nutrition, fitness, and lifestyle rituals to help you flow through your busy life with more grace, ease, and flow. And check out my morning rituals playlist right here, and I'll see you in the next one.